All right, let's dive into a really powerful new vision for how we relate to our planet. This is a project that's asking all of us to think a little bigger, a lot deeper, and with way more love about our role here on Earth. Ready?
You just feel a sense of peace looking at this, right? That sense of perspective and connection. Well, that's exactly what this is all about. A call for a huge shift in our collective consciousness. We're going to explore a movement that says this shift isn't just some nice idea, it's absolutely necessary for our future.
This one question, this is the key that unlocks the whole thing. It asks us to go beyond just being, groundskeepers for the planet. It's an invitation to step into a much deeper relationship, one that's about inheritance and legacy.
So, how do we actually build on that idea? Well, this call for a new consciousness has a name, and it's a whole framework for putting this amazing idea into practice.
And here it is, the Earth StewardHeirShip Holon Project. Now that word holon is really cool. It means something that's both a whole in itself, but also a part of a bigger whole. Kind of like you, me, and the Earth itself. The mission is super clear, to empower all of us to help regenerate our world through this new model where spiritual and ecological responsibility are totally intertwined.
What's so interesting here is how this project takes a word we all know and just evolves it. We've all heard of stewardship, but this introduces a really important new layer to that idea.
Just look at this comparison. Stewardship is all about responsibility, which is great, but stewardheirship adds this crucial second piece, inheritance. So the whole mindset shifts, you see. It goes from, hey, let's be responsible caretakers, to something so much more personal. Let's be grateful inheritors and worthy ancestors. It connects what we're doing right now to the past we've been given and the future we're going to leave behind. And this slide just lays out the foundation for that new mindset perfectly. It's built on 4 pillars that are all connected. It kicks off with spirit-centered living, seeing the sacred in all life. That naturally leads to service, which is then expressed through stewardship of the earth. And all of that comes together in heirship, the idea of consciously creating a better world for all the generations that are going to come after us. So the whole point is this: being a steward heir isn't a passive thing. Not at all. It means you're an active participant in this incredible chain of life. You're gratefully accepting this amazing gift of the earth, and you're consciously working to make sure the gift you pass on is even more vibrant, even more full of life.
Now, a vision this big, it doesn't just appear out of thin air. It's built on a really deep and rich foundation of wisdom, theological, ecological, you name it. And there's one principle that's at the very heart of it all.
Okay, so the project gets a ton of its inspiration from the incredible theologian John B. Cobb, Jr. It also aligns with the global Holon movement, this worldview that sees everything as part of one big, interconnected, evolving whole. But at its core, you know what the whole project is rooted in? The principle of unconditional love. And this isn't just some abstract concept. It's a practice. It actively pulls in resources and ideas from groups like the Love Foundation and the Love Center to really put love first in how we relate to our planet.
And that connection to Cobb's work, it's very real. The project was actually granted the rights to repurpose his groundbreaking books, Is It Too Late? A Theology of Ecology, and The Earthist Challenge to Economism. It's using their deep insights as a launchpad for new works that really speak to the challenges we're facing right now.
So, that's the big picture. But how do we take these deep, spiritual ideas and, actually make them a part of our daily lives? Let's check out the simple and frankly beautiful tool this project is created to do just that. This quote from the amazing R. Buckminster Fuller just nails it. The goal here isn't to lecture anybody. Instead, it's about providing a tool that, just by using it, naturally leads you to a whole new way of thinking and feeling. And that tool is called mindful Earthisms. They're basically these short poetic invocations, almost like daily meditations or blessings that you can find in things like the Living Earth Stewardship Guides. They're designed to help you connect with the Earth every single day in a spirit of love and gratitude. It's about making every day Mother Earth Day. So, for instance, you've got an Earthism for unconditionally loving the Earth. It guides you to see our planet not as just some rock floating in space, but as a sentient, vibrant, and living consciousness, a classroom that's here to support and sustain us. Or how about this one? It invites you to treat the Earth like your own Zen garden, a place for refuge, for peace, for reflection. It totally shifts your perspective from seeing nature as something out there to something you are deeply a part of. In these personal practices, they connect to a much bigger vision,
This Earthism for peace on Earth is a tool to set a daily intention for global healing. It's based on the idea that as we heal ourselves, the world heals right along with us.
So this whole framework, from the philosophy of steward heirship all the way down to the daily practice of Earthisms, it isn't just a theory to sit back and admire. Nope. It is a living, breathing invitation for you to get involved and be a part of this transformation.
And that invitation is taking a very real form. A new book is in the works, and it's going to be way more than just words on a page. The whole thing is designed to be a living document that connects to an online community action network and resource center. And there's the title. It's a direct answer to Cobb's question from 50 years ago. It's not too late for Mother Earth if we act now. I mean, what a powerful statement. It's filled with urgency, but also with so much hope. It's framing this moment as a challenge to all of us.
So, how can you get involved? How can you become part of this? Well, you can join the Earth StewardHeirShip Holon Project online. You can check out the Living Earth Guide and dive into all of these beautiful Earthisms. You can even help with the really important mission of introducing these personal and planetary stewardheirship studies and practices. In fact, the project has already reached out to networks like the Evolutionary Leaders Circle and the Templeton World Charity Foundation for help. And of course, keep an eye out for that book release. There are real, tangible ways to get involved.
Ultimately, what this is all about is an invitation to become an Earthist, someone who actively, consciously loves, honors, and protects our planet. It's a new identity, a new practice, a new way to be in this world. And your journey as a steward heir? It starts right now.
And that leaves us with one last really critical question. We are all heirs to this earth. That part's not up for debate. The real question we have to ask ourselves is, what kind of ancestors are we going to be? What will our legacy be?